Okay, in the area of the thorax, make sure everybody can see. They are in your Montgomery, so
No, not that one. I did like columns of arteries.
Ones.
I didn't reproduce that one.
They're in your Montgomery.
Okay.
The list is what I did with you the other day. So, if you want me to write it on the board, I can do so, but I can also send you a copy of it. Okay? I think they were all taken. I don't have any here. Okay. We know this is the thymus gland. It lies over the surface of the vessels that are going to be on the heart. So we get a chance to see that. Now, here's our superior vena cava. Make sense? Then here and here would be our brachiocephalic artery. Here is our internal mammary. That's the one that I said was going to come towards you. So internal mammary or internal thoracic is what that one is. Off of our brachiocephalic, we're going to see our, in this case, right subclavian. Do you see where the probe is? Then, here comes our external jugular. External jugular, as you recall, is going to meander out around the cat's cheek. Do you see it? Sometimes, however, you will see a small internal jugular. You can see it on this side. That internal jug is going to be directly next to your common carotid artery. So external jug goes around the jaw and the cheek. Internal jugular heads straight. It's actually going to drain the brain in those areas. Okay? Make sense? External jugular dumps into the brachiocephalic, which dumps into SVC. Remember direction of blood flow. Okay. Now, one of the things that I wanted to show you was sometimes off of our subclavian, we will see, you see it right here? That's going to be a vertebral. So a vertebral vein. I'm only going to do veins first, okay? That way you can kind of maintain continuity. Now, I have to take the heart and I'm going to shift it to the left. So we know this is the heart. I'm going to move it up so you can all see it. Take it, shift it. Okay, can you see this structure right here? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. That's going to be the azygos vein. Then, when I put everything back, I can lift up my inferior, I don't want to poke a hole in it. There is my inferior vena cava. Where's that going to go? Right atrium. Good job. Now, we're heading south, so everything from south of the heart is going to dump into the IVC. What I need to do is I need to shift this a little so we can see everything. If we take a chunk off the superior surface of the liver like this one is, see this vein right here? Yes? Unfortunately, you're not getting a really good picture of it. See it there? A little bit better? Okay, how's this? Right there? Okay, that is the hepatic vein. It's the first thing inferior to the diaphragm on the superior surface of the liver. That dumps directly into the inferior vena cava. So now, we keep heading a little bit south. If I'm in the plumbing over here, and I have to find it by feel, see this guy right there? That is the hepatic portal. Hepatic portal dumps the blood into the liver cleans it, dumps it into the hepatic vein, which dumps it into the IVC. So in the kind of greater omentum, we're going to be able to see the hepatic portal. Are we okay? Now, take everything and shift it over to the right. Now we see some big plumbing, don't we? Here is our adrenolumbar. See the adrenolumbar going in that direction? It normally runs right over the surface of the adrenal gland. It's going to drain the dorsal body wall and also drain the adrenal gland. Here is our left renal. Here's our kidney. Obviously, if we're draining the kidney and it's blue, it's going to be the renal vein. In class, I said that something else dumps into left renal. You can see it over here. That is the left gonadal. Add a baby, it's a boy. So what would the name be? Spermatic vein. Now, our other adrenolumbar, etc., would be over here. Here is our inferior vena cava. Notice how large it is. It's pretty big. From there, we're going to see that the other gonadal, which would be right around, okay, boy plumbing, right there would be the other gonadal. So the other gonadal enters directly into the inferior vena cava. Now what we do is we take everything and we keep shifting it. Here is our iliolumbar. That's the one that splays out against the dorsal body wall. It runs right along with the artery. Okay. Now, what we have to do is be a little bit cautious here. This is where things get a little tricky, because what happens is, coming from the legs, let's do it from the leg perspective. Here's our saphenous. This is what's used in coronary artery bypass grafting. This is our femoral. This is a muscular branch. Get over it. Now, here's the rest of our femoral. Notice we have this guy right here, right near our pectineus. This is our deep femoral, and it doesn't want me to lift it up, but the one that's moving right here is your deep femoral. In Montgomery's drawing, she shows it as being superior to the abdominal wall. Typically, I find it inferior to the abdominal wall, or distal. Okay? So then, move the bladder down here, and again, you're going to have to look at your own cats when you get there. If the femoral dumps in, it's dumping into the external iliac. Then as soon as you see the internal iliacs draining the medial thigh or medial pelvis, then it's going to go into the common iliac. So common iliac, do you see the split right here and right there? This would be common, that would be common. It's hard to see because you've got the arteries right in the way. Questions? Pretty good?
What was on the other side of the heart? You used to move the heart.
Inferior vena cava. Oh, inferior to the diaphragm?
I believe so.
Okay, it would be hepatic.
Yes, those ones.
Yep, that would be hepatic. Okay, let's do arteries. Ready?